anything truly match the thrill of trekking to Kedarnath? Maybe not exactly, but if there's something close, it's the drive through the Himalayas to Badrinath. The excitement, the anticipation, the wild surge of happiness. It's all there, just served differently. They say, start early in the mountains. Of course, I did. My first adventure on day 6 of my yatra? Driving through a tunnel not even officially open. Imagine that. Zipping through a fresh tunnel of new infrastructure. Leaving Rudraprayag, the road began to twist and climb, carrying me from a warmth of 3,000 feet to the cool, fresh air of Joshimath at 6,000 feet. Gateway to Badrinath. All the way, the Alaknanda River ran beside me, subtle brown as it cut through deep valleys and tall pine forests. Every bend in the road felt like a step closer to something sacred and still. Little towns like Karnaprayag and Nandaprayag lie nestled among the towering mountain peaks. Some so near they seemed almost within reach, others concealed like treasured secret spread across foggy, remote valleys and slopes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. We passed the PWD workers, the unsung heroes braving freezing mornings, clearing landslides, and carving safe paths for the pilgrims. Do you know they start clearing the Kedarnath trail as early as March in freezing cold for the opening in May? Driving these roads, I was lost in the memories of a childhood trip. Back then, the mountain roads were so narrow that only one-way traffic could pass. Miss your time slot? And you had to wait, gazing at icy peaks and the endless green mountains. Joshimath still carries those memories. Its streets just as narrow and winding, holding the quiet charm of the days long past. Beyond Joshimath, the Himalayas rise mightier and more breathtaking with every turn. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Reaching Vishnuprayag, where Alaknanda meets Dhauli Ganga, felt almost spiritual. I stood where legend says Narad meditated and was blessed by Shiva. The rivers flowed with secrets, whispering ancient stories I could only dream of understanding. As the altitude crept higher, the world shifted again. Sometimes I couldn't see the top of the mountains, sometimes not even the valley below. All I had was the road and the story unfolding outside my window. Krishna, Krishna. Out of nowhere, bikers thundered past, engines rumbling, flags dancing, faces glowing towards Govind Ghat. Their colorful spirit against the grey road, braving rain and sunshine, echoed through the mountains. Pure determination and joy. Every now and then, along the winding road, I would stop a lone pilgrim, robed in deep orange, head bowed, steps steady and unhurried, making their way towards Badrinath. These were few and far between, but their presence was unmistakable. I couldn't help but wonder, where had their journey begun? What untold stories, what unspoken prayers did they carry on their shoulders as they walked? One thought kept running through my mind. How on earth did Adi Shankaracharya cross these immense mountains? No trails, no roads, no maps, just faith and maybe some secret mountain magic. I honestly felt a shiver thinking about it. This drive isn't just scenic, it's soul stirring. I've done the Alps, chased rainbows in New Zealand, but the raw, wild, breath stealing majesty of Indian Himalayas, it's unmatched. And honestly, I can't wait for what lies ahead in Badrinath. After a warm break at GMV Devlok, I wandered through colorful shops to the roaring, swollen Alaknanda River. The banks were closed for safety, nature's reminder that she rules here, especially after the rains. Across the swirling currents, the colorful temple of Lord Badrinath stood in serene majesty. Perhaps it was the memory from my childhood, but I felt an instant, profound connection to this place. Crossing the bridge beside the temple, I reached the Singhadwar. Yes, the gateway where the golden Garuda, Lord Badrinarayan's steady mount, welcomed all with silent grace. After a short wait, my first darshan came from outside the darshan mantapa. Though far, it stirred something deep inside me. The entrance to the Garbhagriha glowed with the sacred mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. With folded hands, I bow to Lord Vasudeva, Vishnu, Krishna, feeling a peaceful joy as if I had come home. As the Skanda Purana says, there are many shrines in heaven, on earth, and in hell. But there is no shrine like Badrinath. And it is true. Standing here, you feel both the weight of the history and the lightness of the grace. With live bhajans filling the air, devotees swayed in devotion, and I couldn't help but wonder. This was not just Badrinath, but the ancient Badrika ashram mentioned in Padma Purana, where sages like Narada, Gautama, Kapila, and Kashyapa once meditated. The thought that the great philosophers like Ramanujacharya and Madhvacharya walked this same path centuries ago was humbling. And here I stood at the very spot where divinity, history, and devotion breathe as one. Walking around the shrine, there's more than just devotion in the air. A sense of timelessness, with smaller shrines dedicated to Goddess Lakshmi, the south-facing Hanuman, Narayan, Narsimha, Ashtabhuja Ganesha, Ghantakarna, Shankaracharya, among others. Each corner whispers stories, each stone seems to remember. Badrinath isn't only about Lord Vishnu. I stepped out of the Sambha Mantapa to explore the ancient Mahadev temple, said to be older than Badrinath itself. Opposite the shrine, the serene idol of Sri Adi Shankaracharya seemed to quietly shower blessings upon me. After a brief visit to Narad Kund and Tapt Kund and a short pause by the river bank, I returned to spend my evening in the Sabha Mantapa facing the open Parikrama passageway. Oh, yes. In case you're wondering about the facade that reminds you of Tibetan monasteries or a sprinkling of Gharwal architecture, check out a bit of history and timeline in the description. Going ahead, the visuals of the log might seem like they're stuck on a loop. But hey, use your imagination. Remember, photography is not permitted in these areas. My longing to Badrinath up close drew me to the puja counter where I found a range of aarti options, each with its own unique timing and significance. The Chandi Aarti was short and sweet, but what touched me the most was this. Before it began, the priest took a moment to call out the name of each and every devotee present, one by one, no rush, no hurry. Just pure heartfelt devotion. That simple gesture felt deeply genuine, brimming with respect and sincerity. The iconic idol of Badrinath is a black shaligram stone about a feet tall, unique for its Swayambhu nature, and thus lacks detailed features. Unlike other depictions of Vishnu, often shown standing or reclining, Badrinarayan is in a meditative pose. According to the legend, Lord Vishnu meditated here in the Himalayas. During this meditation, goddess Lakshmi took form of a Badri tree to protect him from the harsh Himalayan weather. This divine act of protection and love led to the place being named Badrinath, which means Lord of Badri. Interestingly, not a single Badri tree can be found in this region anymore. They say eldest brother of Pandavas met Lord Vishnu at this very place, and this encounter symbolized divine forgiveness, devotion, and salvation. The evening had stolen my heart, but the next morning, my Brahma Muhurta began in darkness and in rain. A blackout, both in power and network. I stood in a stark contrast to the vibrant scenes of the night before. Guided only by a torchlight, I made my way to the sparsely crowded mandir at 4 a.m. Unaware, I was about to step into a nearly 4-hour ritual, an experience entirely new to me. The Abhishekha began in the dim, sacred glow of Garbhagriha. The senior priest's voice guided our sankalp, each measured pause carrying a sacred whisper of family names and heartfelt wishes offered to the Lord. A beautiful highlight was the young Raval, Sri Amarnath Nambudri, who helped us connect with Badrinarayan in a vivid, almost living way. As the senior priest narrated Badrinarayan's significance and story, the Raval gently illuminated each divine feature with a soft glow of a diya. Legends of Kuber, Garuda, Uddhava, Narnarayan, Ganesha, and Urvashi seemed to bloom in the air around us, carried on the rhythm of his words. The air was thick with the mingled scents of attar and sandalwood, woven through with steady rhythm of chants, the Sahasranama, sacred mantras, and verses from Vedas. As the Abhisheka reached its peak, the grand Aarti washed over us in waves of light, sound, and divine presence. A moment when time itself seemed to pause. The 4 hours I stood, barely moving, except to channel every ounce of energy through the divine, felt neither long nor tiring. I stepped out not weary but renewed. Under the divine gaze of Badri Vishal, time slows. You can sit for hours feeling safe, sheltered, and held in the Lord's embrace. As I leave Badrinath, my heart overflows with gratitude. Some journeys can't be captured in words, they must be lived, felt, and locked away in the deepest chambers of the soul. This was one of them. If you seek power and fierce spiritual energy, go to Kedarnath. If your soul craves peace and stillness, come to Badrinath. And if you long for both, walk the Dodham Yatra. You will not return the same. The mountains will change you, and you will never regret walking this sacred path. Jai Badri Vishal.